All right, here with Gary Payton II at Warriors training camp in Hawaii. GP, just right off the top, man, thanks for coming on. And just how great is this setup being out here in Hawaii these last couple days?
Oh, it's great. We're usually in a dungeon with no light, so to be outside and to get the light and sunlight and, just the vibes of the island is amazing.
You were walking around yesterday with the camera, kind of just taking it all in, showing off the experience to the people. Are you working on something special there, or just kind of having fun? Or
No, yeah, the team, just PR group, just asked me to blog a little bit, so
okay,
did it for the game.
So does it feel like there's a new energy, I guess, would be kind of the question, because I sense it just from being a media day and being here the last couple of days. It does seem like you guys are almost taking the opportunity to, you're out here. It's kind of a different phase of the group with some new faces and a lot of guys that have been here. Does it feel like there's a new energy? And do you think there can be a benefit to being here as opposed to maybe being back home for a regular camp?
Oh, yeah, it's always, you can get away from home. You're there all year anyway, so just to get out, like I said, in the island, just have island vibes and energy. Of course, you're going to have a different type of camp, when you're away from home.
Who enjoys this week the most among the guys? I know it's work, but who enjoys being out here?
The organization. I think everybody does. We're always in the city. Loud and everything's moving pretty fast. So you get somewhere where it's quiet and slows down a little bit. It's nice.
Things are different. Obviously, no Clay, but some new faces, right? Clay was a vibe unto himself, but there's some new faces. D'Anthony Melton, Kyle Anderson is here. I mean, you guys have done Buddy Hield. What have you noticed as far as just what those three in particular bring to the table that maybe this team was lacking last year?
No, it's just, they're vets. So, we lost a Hall of Famer vet, and, we picked up three young ones. So they're intelligent. They know how to play basketball the right way, and they've been on teams where, they help teams in playoffs and playoff runs and whatnot. So, I think with replacing, you really can't replace Clay, but, we brought in another shooter, his Buddy Hield, to try to, make up for what Clay does. So I think it's great. And then you add on Kyle and Melt, just intelligence-wise, they're great.
D'Anthony Melton's interesting player, winning player, in my competitive, tenacious. He can shoot it. He just kind of a playoff player. You guys had some battles. You guys have had some battles with Kyle Anderson over the years. What's it like, kind of bringing those guys into the fold with this team, knowing that they've been players that you've battled and had success against, but they've had some success against you too?
Yeah, exactly. There's high level players, and they played at high levels in big moment games. So just to bring them over here, we know they're going to be composed and ready to go and ready to handle whatever they get thrown.
You're healthy. I know you got that out of the way right off the jump at media day. You're like, don't even ask me, I'm good. What was the process like for you, if at all, just in the off season of just making sure your body was right, and a little longer off season than I'm sure everybody wanted, obviously. But what was the process for you as far as just getting back to 100?
Oh yeah, it was just like you said, the longer off season was not ideal, but took advantage of it and just to get bigger, better, stronger every day. Didn't have the big loads every day, so we had time to just break it down and get everything back right.
Was there a point where you thought, I mean, obviously you had the option, so it was going to be up to you whether you were going to take in. I was coming back. Yeah. You were always coming back. Yeah. Once you made that decision, obviously, and I mean, you made the decision, and so you're going to be here with all of the chatter about big move and different things. Did you ever think, hey, maybe I'm not going to be here?
No. If that happens, it happens. I've been through it a bunch of times in my career, so I didn't think that they traded for me to come back. I don't think they was going to ship me out pretty quick. So just come back and help that core group and also help that second unit get back to what we were doing a couple years ago.
Commitment to defense has been a big theme from Mike Dunleavy, from Steve Kerr. You're always a one-man commitment to defense, kind of a tone setter on that front with Draymond and Wiggs when he's locked in. What do you bring to the table as far as continuing to set that tone in your role, but also phasing in guys who have been pretty good defenders, Melton in particular, and Kyle in his own right? I guess what's the key to being that reestablishing being a dominant defensive unit?
No, we just gotta have some more mindset of defensive guys, like you said, Melt, Kyle. They're defensive guys first. So, I think that just makes it easier, and they know what they're doing. And, like I said, they're vets, so just to plug in another vet that knows what he's doing, helps that much.
Have you gotten to the point where you feel like there's competition? I know Steve talked about competition and starting spots and open spots for guys. And, I mean, have you noticed that early? Is that something he's preached? How's that kind of played out?
No, it's just, I'm sure we all know Steve has different lineups. You never know what kind of lineup he's going to run or his rotation, so, you better stay ready. But just camp, we all like to compete, and everybody's competing at a high level, so, minutes are up.
What have you seen from just Podziemski as far as when he left in April and coming back through the offseason, and you kind of see him, he looks a little bigger?
Yeah, confidence. Probably the most I think is just confidence. It grows every day, and especially being with the USA team this summer. With all the greats, it probably gave him confidence through the roof, and that's going to be good for us to coming in this year.
He had confidence to gain?
Yeah, B's already high as it is, but once you play against the best and you play well, it's just through the roof. So let him keep that high and carry that into the season.
JK is somebody that obviously has been a productive player. He's grown. He made a big leap from last year to this year. What do you see as far as JK's ability to maybe make another leap? It's obviously a big year for him personally in terms of what's coming up. But
yeah, he'll sign name to papers pretty soon, so not worried about that. Not worried about that. Yeah. Not worried about that. No, I'm sure it'll get done for sure. But JK's just been amazing every year. He's a handful coming downhill. And I know he already made another jump this summer, so he's ready to go.
What's the difference in this? Because you played a lot of different positions. Like you might be guarding a big or playing as a big on the offense, and you're guarding a point guard and all that. What is the difference between being a 4 and being a 3 in this system? Because JK plays a lot of 4 on offense, but then he says he's better at playing a 3. Like, what's the difference? Is there really a difference?
It's not a difference. I think it's just what we're playing and how the flow of the offense is moving. JK knows if he's in a position, he can break it off and go attack the rim.
Do you notice anything different about his game, JK?
No, it's just quicker, faster, stronger, more explosiveness. His mid-range work is starting to get pretty damn good, so I know he works on that, and then everything else, JK's just continuing to add to his bag.
What do you feel like the ceiling is for this team? Obviously, disappointment, playing game didn't work out. It's a deep West. You guys are talented. I mean, I on paper, I think you guys are pretty deep. Like a lot of good players.
Everybody in the West on paper looks pretty deep.
True.
So it's going to be a fun year.
You did last year too, and it ended up 10.
Exactly. So you never know in the West. We just got to find a rhythm. I think that's why we're here, and it's to build chemistry and continue to, just build off, what we did last year.
What's the one thing you're doing this week that's like you would consider to be like Hawaiian, like something you wouldn't do back home? But I gotta.
Well, we're on an island, so that's a little different from back home. But
like, are you doing like a snorkel thing? Are you going out in the?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Beach snorkel, whatever I can do. We got a lot of time here, so I'm definitely gonna get tomorrow Hawaiian vibes for sure.
Are there different? Is this camp obviously structured differently in terms of like team activities? Like, are there more like means to get everybody together as a group than maybe normal, or maybe like a normal road trip would be? Or does it feel kind of like a normal 6-day road trip?
No, yeah, it's a normal 6-day road trip. It's just we're on a pretty big small island, so we can't go nowhere. So we gotta run into each other and hang out.
Gary Payton II, appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much. All right.